Hello everybody and welcome to another video, and today we are going to be embarking on a bit of a mission to unheck my YouTube algorithms. So I've been on YouTube for a really long time, many years, and is there a plane flying by? I don't live in a place where there were planes. So I've been on YouTube for a really long time and I have accumulated over 500 subscriptions on YouTube. So that's people that I'm subscribed to. So that means 500 people's uploads are streaming into my subscription feed every day. And it's overwhelming, and I find that I don't get recommended content that I actually want to watch anymore. Particularly when the YouTube algorithms are pushing more like watch time and regular uploads. I'm just getting so many videos and the majority of them are not what I want to be watching. So cool! Our goals for today. Big overarching goal, unheck my algorithms. And I'm going to do that by recondoing my subscriptions. I'm going to be looking out for channels that don't upload anymore, channels that I don't remember subscribing to or don't remember the content, channels run by creators who are now assholes, and then channels that no longer interest me. So those are all of the channels that I am going to yeet. Also, final goal is to not forget about my tea. It's already a little cold. Let's get started. In my subscription feed, number 1, 365 days. I don't remember this person off the top of my head. They have not uploaded in 5 years. I don't remember them. I don't remember why I subscribed to them. Unsubscribe. Does not bring joy. 5 seconds of summer. Fine, whatever. Don't judge me. I'm staying subscribed. You never know. Avi Glover makes really nice ukulele bitch music, so whatever, I'm staying subscribed. According to Willow, she hasn't posted in a year, and I'm unsubscribing. Adobe in a Minute makes really good, fun little 1 minute to 3 minute tutorials on Adobe Premiere Pro. Very cool, staying subscribed. Akila, obviously, I really liked her videos back in the day, but I haven't seen one in ages. Yeah, she's still uploading. That's really weird. I used to really like Akila's videos, and the algorithms took her out. Yeah, I'm gonna stay subscribed to Akila. Awesome. I hope she wiggles her way back in. Alex Darami, what's she making these days? She's pretty. I follow her on Instagram. Staying subscribed. Alex Ernst, I do not remember you. You have 1 million subscribers but only 20 videos. It's highly suspicious. Who are you? No, do not remember. Does not bring joy. Yeet. Alex Good, I remember, but I believe she has stopped uploading. Yes, her channel is totally empty. Kind of sad. She was very cute. Unsubscribe. Alex Sparks, do not remember. Do not remember. Well, a week ago she finally ended her bad relationship, and that's really exciting for her, but I don't remember her, so I'm unsubscribing. Alexis Gisel, cool, staying subscribed. Alfie Days, yeet. I used to watch that whole crew back in the day, but my, worldview has changed so much, and I feel like they've changed so much as people to the point where they're not even really relatable to their audience anymore. All Things Hair UK, I subscribe to ironically because Zoe Sugg used to be on it. Unsubscribe. I don't even have hair anymore. All Time Conspiracies, they make conspiracy theory videos, including such classics as, did this FBI raid hide UFO proof? Don't judge me, I'm going to stay subscribed because, shut up. Cool, Amazing Phil, a lovely precious angel, God bless him, subscribed. Andrew Lau, either he doesn't make a lot of content anymore, or I don't see much of his content anymore. Oh, yeah. See, this is another one of those people whose videos I watched regularly enough that I feel like the algorithm should never have filtered them out. So I'm staying subscribed. Angela Clayton, who are you? Looks like you make vintage clothes. cute, just doing so good. Yeah, staying subscribed. Anna Kana, she does like life coach but also comedy, cool stuff. Subscribed. Anna Campbell, she makes lots of different kinds of content. Very cool, staying subscribed. Annika Victoria makes crafty, thrifty sewing videos. Very cool, staying subscribed. Anthony Padilla came back from the dead, making very cool content these days. Subscribed. Antonia, I don't know ya. As is, BuzzFeed, staying subscribed. ASAP Science, cool, staying subscribed. Asher Lucas, I wonder if he's still making videos these days. Very attractive, FTM. Oh, actually, I think they might be a non-binary cutie. Wow, so attractive. Hasn't uploaded in 2 years though. But I'm staying subscribed just in case I want to find them at some point. Because goodness, they're pretty. Ask Kimberly. No. Unsubscribe. Makes cringy advice videos for teens, is often quite like heteronormative and like, girls, how to get cute boys to like you. Astronauts Wanted. Unsubscribe. I don't think they make content anymore. Aurora Skies, who are you? Goodness, you're so pretty. I don't remember subscribing to you, but you're very pretty, so I stay subscribed. iDubbbz. I actually haven't ended up clicking on many of her videos at all. Unsubscribed. I'm still in A. I just finished A. Baby Metal, staying subscribed. Bad Lip Reading, staying subscribed. Here is some tea. BeautyBot. This is Lainey / Kai of Onision. Yeah, yeet, dude. I used to find Lainey and Onision just kind of interesting, and I liked staying up to date on their drama, but like, oh goodness, it's just gotten so messy and disgusting over the last couple months, so I washed my hands of that completely. Unsubscribe. Becky Jane. I'm really not that interested in her videos. I feel like I've grown out of her, and unsubscribe. She hasn't uploaded in a whole year. Yeah, sweet. No, unsubscribe. Hasn't made a video in a year. Bummer, because they were so sweet. Unsubscribe. Oh, they're trans now. That's news. Haven't uploaded in 8 months, but is a very cute person. I stay subscribed. Best dressed. Yes, I like it. I stay subscribed. Cool. Bethany Mota. Oh my goodness. Unsubscribe. Eat. Blimey Cow. No. Makes like Christian youth group content. Unsubscribe. This is that guy that just dyes his hair with a bunch of different substances that aren't hair dye, right? What do you make? What do you make? Goodness. Okay, he doesn't make videos anymore. Unsubscribe. Oh no. The description says, this channel is all about me. I'm only into 2 things, the military and My Little Pony. Unsubscribe. Terrifying, big chaotic energy. Stay subscribed. I'm gonna stay subscribed for a little while till I don't want to be anymore. Okay, well guys, I hope you guys don't mind if I continue on this mission in my own time, get through to the end, and then I will report back to you guys on if I manage to unhack my algorithms in a little bit of time. Welcome back to a new year, to a new house. Look at all this hair I have now that I didn't have in that last clip. So I kind of gave up on my unhack the algorithms mission after I filmed those clips. I don't know, I just didn't really get around to finishing it off, and I wasn't sure if I would end up making and finishing and posting that video. But I came back to it because it's quarantine and I have nothing better to do. And also it was just really getting to the point where my YouTube recommendations on my homepage were just doing nothing for me. They were either recommending me stuff that I'm not interested in at all in the slightest, or they were recommending me channels that I'm subscribed to and channels that I like and watch regularly, but videos that were a couple weeks or a couple months or even a couple of years old. And my subscription feed was also useless. I couldn't really even find the top and bottom of 1 day's worth of uploads in my subscription feed, so I never went there. And I had also started getting into the bad habit of not subscribing to channels that I actually liked and wanted to support and whose videos I regularly watched, just because I never used my subscription feed and it didn't seem like my subscriptions had any kind of effect on what would appear on my recommended page. So I just didn't subscribe to things and to channels, and I was hoping that just by consuming their content that they would find their way to my recommended page, which isn't good because you really should, you know, actively support the creators that you enjoy watching. So I decided to finish off my little experiment, and in my own time I went off and went all the way through A to Z on my subscription feed, and I yeeted all of the channels that I wasn't interested in being subscribed to anymore. And I actually have quite a few observations, things that I noticed, and just interesting stuff that I came across while I was going through this process. So here we go. So I think I stated in the beginning part that I filmed back last year that back then I was subscribed to over 500 channels, and after trimming down I am now subscribed to, I think, around 300. But it's hard to say exactly how many channels I trimmed out, because in the time between when I filmed that clip and now, I probably would have subscribed to some more people. And also there are channels that I stayed subscribed to even though they don't make content anymore, or that I wasn't sure if I wanted to unsubscribe or stay subscribed. So there are still a number of channels in that 300 that I probably didn't need to stay subscribed to, but I did anyway for one reason or another. So I would say that my ratio of channels I stayed subscribed to channels I unsubscribed from was actually about 50-50, which, yeah, I was a little bit surprised by. I knew that I was gonna unsubscribe from a lot of channels, but it really felt like for every like 3 channels that I unsubscribed from, I stayed subscribed to like 1. Yeah. Something that was kind of cool about this process was definitely finding channels that I had forgotten about. Channels who, you know, I haven't seen any content from their channels in like 4, 5, 6 years. And channels that I used to really enjoy watching. And then some of these channels are actually still making content, which was really cool because I, you know, had assumed that they had stopped making content and that's why I wasn't seeing their videos, but the reality is that they were still making content, they just weren't finding their way into my little YouTube sphere. And then some of those channels were also not making content anymore, and it was still kind of nice to just sort of like acknowledge that and, you know, have a little goodbye, because a lot of these were channels that I really did watch and appreciate back in the day. So being able to just be like, oh, okay, you know, that person has moved on from this little hobby and, you know, moved on with their lives and started doing something else, and, you know, just a ceremonious little unsubscribe. And in some cases I was also able to find the social media accounts for people who I was still interested in keeping up with, either because they stand for something cool or because they have a cool aesthetic that I was interested in incorporating into my Instagram feed, and people that I just didn't want to like lose touch with completely. So that was kind of a cool way to like tie up some loose ends from the past, and it was generally a pretty nice, you know, trip down memory lane. I'm annoyed by the fact that when I put my head up straight I can't see this bear ear. Better, I think. It was also very cool to see how many channels that I was previously subscribed to, like way back in the years, are still making content now, even though their audiences have stayed really quite small. You know, in the realm of like a couple hundred or a couple thousand or a couple tens of thousands of subscribers, and yet they still make content regularly. Another little inverse of this was channels that used to be really quite big, but now only get a couple of thousand views per video, but they continue to make videos anyway. One person I can think of in this category would be Ingrid Nilsson, who I feel was really quite a popular lifestyle vlogger back in the day and would get, you know, a couple 100,000 views per video, and now is only getting a couple thousand or a couple 10,000 views. And then on the very, very flip side of this same coin, there are a lot of creators who were really quite big back in the day who now have completely deleted their channels, removed their videos, or stopped posting. And one person that I can think of off the top of my head in this category was Marcus Butler. I was really surprised to see that because he was a really big part of that kind of UK vlogger crew back in the day. The Zoe Sugg, Alfie Days, Marcus Butler, Casper Lee, Click, Tanya Burr as well, Jim Chapman. And he has deleted all his videos. I was really quite surprised. I wonder what he's up to. But the reason that this was really interesting to me, these two groups of people who were popular and have just dropped off, people who were popular and now aren't so much and keep making videos, and people who kind of never developed a big giant popularity. You know, a couple tens of thousands of people is actually still a pretty large group of people, but you know, having 80,000 subscribers on YouTube is not even really like a big thing these days. In like the big YouTube boom heyday time, which I would say was around like 2011, 2012, up to maybe 2014, 2015, when it was starting to become clear that people could make money on YouTube, people could get famous from YouTube, people could have a career on YouTube. You know, there was all these big like conventions, VidCon, Summer in the City. People didn't really know what was going to be down the line and in the future for YouTube content creators and YouTubers. But people didn't really know what a career or, you know, having a YouTube channel and a following would look like in the future. And now I think we're starting to see some of the results and some of the realities of now more than a decade of people being YouTube content creators. And the reality is that some people get famous and stay famous. Some people get famous and get over it, and some people never get famous but continue to enjoy having YouTube as a hobby and making YouTube videos for whatever audience happens to pull through. And I find that really reassuring in a weird way, especially the smaller content creators who just keep doing it for the love of it. I think it really just sort of perpetuates the idea that YouTube can be a hobby and it can be something that you don't put too much pressure on and that you just do because you enjoy it. And there shouldn't really be that much pressure for people to get big. You should do it if it makes you happy, and you should stop if you feel like stopping. I also noticed a trend of people coming back for quarantine because they have nothing better to do. You'll see like no uploads or sparse uploads, and then like 2-3 months ago it's like pew 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 pew. So those are some observations that I picked up along the way. But now to get into what effect this little exercise actually had on my subscription feed and on my recommendeds. And it definitely did have a huge impact. The most noticeable thing has been in my subscription feed, because where my subscription feed had previously been just like a never-ending flow of videos, now my subscription feed for one day has probably about 20 videos in each day on average. And of those 20 videos, I probably am only interested in watching like 5 or 6 of them generously. So that was really interesting, and now I can go into my subscription feed and immediately see just one day's worth of all the content uploaded by the people that I'm subscribed to on one particular day. I can check in every day, and it's very easy to stay up to date. I definitely have noticed a change in my recommended feed as well. It's not so noticeable, but I definitely am receiving much more content on my recommended feed by people that I'm actually subscribed to. But I definitely have seen a difference. And from here, I think that I now can see I have a lot of space in my subscription feed for more content, and I think that from now on I'll definitely be focusing on actively subscribing to more channels that I want to see content from in my subscription feed, because I'm not finding too much content. I'm not finding too much new content, and I'm not finding too much content that I'm excited about watching on the daily, which is kind of a struggle, but I do think that I can work on it and improve the situation. Which, on that note, in the comments down below, leave any channels that you think are like very worth subscribing to. Put their name down there, and a little description of what their channel is about, and then we can all, you know, take up each other's recommendations and go check out each other's favorite YouTube channels, and start restocking our shelves with good content. I would highly recommend that you guys do this for yourself, and just really go purge your subscription feed so that you stop supporting people that you are not interested in supporting anymore. I think it also contributes to more realistic numbers on YouTube, because I feel like after so many years, people have a lot of dead subscribers on YouTube, or, you know, channels have a lot of people subscribed to them who don't receive their content anymore or are not interested in their content anymore. And it's kind of difficult to judge things based on numbers these days, I think. Like the number of subscribers like hardly maps on to the number of views that a person gets anymore. And yeah, I think it'll also just help you kind of reality check who you're supporting on YouTube and who you're not, and give you the opportunity to support people that you actually care about. So cool, thanks for watching this video, everybody. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you like me and want to see more from my channel, you can click the subscribe button down below, and I make new videos occasionally. Yeah, and leave a comment suggesting some YouTubers. Leave a comment if you also attempt this experiment, and let me know how it affected your algorithms. Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I love you. Bye. What the heck?